Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study My Canvas workbook and we are going to solve theme 1, worksheet 1. It is reading comprehension. Reading comprehension, you must be knowing you have to read the passage and then you have to answer the following questions. Some questions are given here that you have to solve. At first, what you have to do, the trick is to solve reading comprehension is you should read the questions first, then you should read the passage. So let's read the questions. Do you think the Cobbles was unhappy? Pick out words, phrases to support your answer. Question 2 is where did Cobbles see the berries? Question 3 is it shouldn't be too difficult. What does it mean here? Tick the correct answer. You have to give the meaning of it. What is it in this sentence? Picking up a loaf from the moving cart, making a loaf fall off the cart. What is it here that you have to say? Next question is write the opposite of these words. You have to write the opposite words of these words from the passage. First word is under, so its opposite is above. Nothing, something, loaded, empty, difficult, easy, picked, dropped. Like this you have to write opposite words. Next question is look up these words in a dictionary and write their meanings. Use the words to make sentences of your own. Okay, so you have to find out the meaning of these words. These words are taken from the passage which you are going to read, and then you have to write meaning of the words and you have to make sentences of that word. Okay, so let's read the passage. Cobbles the crow was very hungry, sitting on the branch of a shady tree and surveyed the area for food. There seemed to be nothing inside except some berries lying under a shrub. Cobble sighed and resigned himself to the situation. He flew to the shrubs and pecked at the berries. They were quite tasteless. Will I get nothing else to eat today? He said, frowning at the berries in disgust. Just then a man came by with a cart loaded with bread. Ah, God have sent me food, said Cobbles. He wondered if he should fly and pick up one of the smaller loaves in the quick sweep. It shouldn't be too difficult. At that moment, a loaf fell from the cart as its front wheel struck a stone. Busy in controlling the cart, the man did not notice it. Cobble left the berries and rushed towards the tasty bread. But alas, a monkey jumped down from the tree and picked up the loaf before him. Cobbles watched helplessly as the monkey climbed back on the tree and laughed at him. Then Cobble turned to return to the berries. He saw they were gone. Another monkey had taken them, and now Cobbles had no food. Poor Cobble, what was he to do? As you have read the passage, now you have to complete the answers. So the first question is, do you think Cobble was unhappy? So the answer will be yes, Cobble was unhappy. Cobble was unhappy. Why? Because he was hungry. Okay. Word phrase to support is Cobble sighed and resigned himself to the situation. Sigh is a deep, long breath of sadness. So he sighed. That's why we can say that the Cobble was very sad. He was not happy. The second question is where did Cobble see the berries? So the answer is Cobble saw the berries lying under the shrub. The third is it shouldn't be too difficult. What is it here? It means picking up a loaf from the moving cart. picking up a loaf from a moving cart. Here I have written the meanings of words. Sigh means breath deeply and heavily. As we don't have enough space, so you just write meanings, it is okay. Frowning showing displeasure or anger. Disgust, strong feeling of dislike. Sweep, move with efforts. Helpless, unable to manage the situation. Here is the next exercise. Choose the correct spelling of the words in the bracket to fill in the blanks. Okay, so let's read the sentence. Someone came dash knocking at my door. So you have to just choose the correct spelling. Okay, first is KNOKING and second is KNOCKING. So obviously second one is correct. So you will tick knocking KNOCKING and you just don't have to put a tick, you have to fill the blanks. You have to write knocking in the blank. Okay, second, father keeps changing the news channels. So double N will come. So the first answer is correct. Third sentence, we must not talk on cell phone while driving. So cell, CELL is the correct spelling. Fourth one, soldiers guard the country against foreign attack. So soldiers spelling you have to choose SOLDIERS. So soldiers second spelling is correct. Here foreign. So foreign's first spelling is correct. As you can see, my brother gave me a surprise. So surprise, which spelling is correct? Surprise, SURPRISE, gift on my birthday. Okay. Now see the next question, question 5. Read these sentences. We have to clean our classroom. Will you please come soon? The pirate gave a squeal of fright. Notice how all the highlighted words are spelled with EA. Whenever EA is written, it is long E sound, but have a long E sound when pronounced. Find out 5 words from the word grid and are spelled with EA but have a long E sound. Okay, so let's see the first word. The first word is peak. Okay, so it is PEAK. It is peak. It is formed with EA but the sound is E. Peak. Okay, here TEASE. EA words are used but it is tease. Okay, so like this you have to find out 5 words from here. See the next one. Now read these sentences. I have bread and butter for breakfast. Take a deep breath. Can you lift that heavy box? In these sentences, the highlighted words are spelled with EA but pronounced with a short A sound. Okay, like bread. We have seen the previous exercise in that EA words sounded like E and here it is A. Okay, like bread. Okay, so fill in the blanks to form words spelled with EA but pronounced with A sound. Okay, the colts are running about in the meadow. MEADO. It is meadow. My uncle is a wealthy man. Wealthy. Here EA sounds A. Wealthy man. Hold the string steadily. Here EA sounds A. Steadily. The heat is making us sweat. It is EA, sweat. Okay. Let us see worksheet 2. It is about common noun and proper noun. As we have studied common noun and proper noun before, common noun is a name which is many in the world, and proper noun is a word or a name which is the identity of a person of a specific person. Let's read the definition. We know the nouns name, a person, place, animal or object. A common noun is the name of the class of person, place, animal or thing. Dogs are barking, like many dogs are there in the world. Boys love to play football. There are many boys in the world, and football is also a game. Dog and boys are general names. Here these are common nouns. Dogs and boys are general names. Means there are many dogs, there are many boys. That's why these are common nouns. A proper noun is the special name of a particular person, place, animal or object. It always begins with a capital letter. Like Bruno is my pet dog. So here Bruno is the name of that dog, that particular dog which the person has as a pet. So its name is Bruno. So here as you can see, B is the capital letter. So whenever you write proper noun, the first letter should be capital. Here Hari doesn't like playing football. Hari is the name of a particular boy. So H will be capital and it is a proper noun. Like this. Okay. So Bruno and Hari are special names of a person and an animal. Hence these are proper nouns. A proper noun is one specific name of a common name. Common nouns. It is a name of. It is a specific name of a specific person. That's why it is called a proper noun. Now you have to underline the proper nouns and circle the common nouns. In these sentences, we shall visit Kashmir this summer. So Kashmir is a place. Okay. It is a proper noun, so you have to underline. This summer is also a season, a time of it is a name of a season, so it is also proper noun. That's why we have underlined it. The children, many children are there in this world, so children is common noun, so we have circled it. Park is also a common noun. There are many parks. Rani is the name of a particular girl, so we have underlined it. Like this you have to complete the exercise. Here the next question is B2. Fill in the blanks using proper or common nouns as required to complete the paragraph about yourself. So you have to write it by yourself about your own introduction. So that's why I am not writing anything. You have to write by your own. My name is dash. I study in class 3rd. I go to dash school. I live with my parents, obviously. We live in, where you live, you have to write. My mother dash. My mother is a dash and my father is a dash. And who are your best friends? You have to write. We play and dash together. I love to read. Whatever book you like, you can write is my favorite book. Okay, so you have to fill these blanks by your own. Here singular nouns may be changed to their plural forms by adding s or es. We have studied it, how to make singular to plural and plural to singular. Like tree, trees. Coats, coats. Bench, benches. Dish, dishes. Box, boxes. Gas, gases. Some singular nouns that end with f or fe are changed to plural by replacing f with v. Okay, like elf, elves, knife, knives. Here we have to replace y if before y there is consonant word. If before y, if there is consonant word like ARMY, so before y here is m and m is consonant, so you have to replace y with IES. ARMIES, FLYFLIES, like this. Some nouns change completely in their plural forms. Person, people, mouse, mice, like this. See the next exercise. Fill in the blanks using either singular or plural form as required. Last Sunday, I went to the city zoological park with four. If four numbers are more than one, we will write friends. 4 friends. We bought dash. Obviously, if they are 4 friends, they have bought tickets. They cannot go with one ticket. And went inside. There was a small lake. A is written, that's why we have written singular form. Like this you have to complete this exercise. Next question is B4. Nouns that name people, place, animal or things as single group are called collective noun. If it is a group of some nouns, something, that is called collective noun. Okay, like team. In a team there are many players. Crowd. In a crowd there are many people. Flock. In a flock there are many birds. Herd. In herd there are many animals. Class. In class there are many students. So here, as you can see, Annie recently attended the school annual concert and wrote a short description of the event. Underline the collective nouns she has used in her description. So you have to underline the collective nouns. Collective noun, which is the collection of words, collection of things. Okay, so the first word is a crowd. Crowd is a collection of people. Crowd gathered outside the school auditorium. They had come to see their children perform in the concert. A team of policemen stood on duty when the gates finally opened. The audience walked in. The function started with a song by the choir of school singers. They were well supported by the band. Band is the collective noun. Troupe of dancers. Troupe is also collective noun. The cast of actors gave a superb performance. I was thrilled. So here cast is also a collective noun. So like this you have to underline the collective nouns. Thank you so much students. I hope you have understood and you will be able to complete both the exercises, both the worksheets by your own and very nicely. Thank you so much.